Hey guys, welcome back. Davis Auto Sales in Richmond. Davis Drives on YouTube. We get a lot of questions on our 6-door trucks, so I figured I'd do one today. Not so much about this truck, even though this truck is for sale, and you may recognize it. We did a video on this truck when it first came in, and it was solid white. And why did we do this two-tone carbon fiber, which I wanted to catch in the light so you could see it. This is a true carbon fiber wrap, and my guy did a two-tone pinstripe right here. Well, one, this thing was pretty darn boring solid white, but two, it also had some big ugly fender flares, and when we removed the fender flares where they touch the body right here, it had some typical scratches where it went through the paint. So instead of sending it to the body shop and having to repaint those areas and chancing that it would not match, because it is actually pearl white, hard to see here, but the sun catches it just right. It is actually pearl white. One, the paint probably wouldn't match, and two, this way it's a little different. And if somebody wants to peel it off and do something different, they can. No big deal. So, turned out really good though. First time we've done carbon fiber on an actual wrap. We've used it on a lot of different things, but turned out really well. So, 6-door trucks, how are they made? Oh, thank God I remembered to unlock it. So, this truck started life as a crew cab, which would have been 4 full-size doors. Well, you can see I've been driving it, got the car seat in there, got the snacks. Great running driving truck. So the crew cab would have had a back end here where it would have rolled around. It would have been the back of the cab, such as this right here. So what they do is section the truck right here and graft another crew cab rear tail section onto the truck. If you look at the doors, these doors here are identical. Unlike our 8-door project, if you haven't seen that video, you definitely want to check it out. Chevrolet is completely different. We had to modify every door on that truck. It's actually got 4 doors on each side, but it was a whole lot bigger task. Super Duties are not bad, but a Super Duty door in the front, obviously, cut different because of the windshield. But that door and that door are identical. So when we look at one of these trucks, the things we look at and the things that we've seen super sloppy before is the way they're put together. Usually like this area right here is festering with rust and looks really bad. And I've seen better than that. They could have smeared a little bit of seam sealer there and done a little better job. You also see where the carpet has been sectioned. They cut it in half right through there, so they had to mold another set of carpet together. They did a great job on that. The seats, instead of being rear seats, are typically a set of front seats moved to the back. And then the back, the easy part, it just still has a rear seat. I apologize, the sun is baking today. But they matched all the seats. A lot of times it'll have, we've seen King Ranch mixed matched with Lariat, mixed matched with Platinum. This does have a sunroof and it does work. I opened it the other day. All the seats are refinished. Has the proper kind of seat covers with the airbag provision. All the locks work. All the windows work. And this one, because of the fact it has a fold-up center console, has seating for 8 people. You can go 9, but this one has seating for 8. And you can see the factory seam right there. Basically looks just like the seam in the back. So they didn't do a bad job at all. Headliner, another thing that has to be sectioned. Very, very nice job on that. And of course the front's never really disturbed. Stays the same, but they did graft the carpet so everything matches. So clean job on this 6-door stretch. We do not know the particular builder. We know most all the builders that do these trucks firsthand because we've owned basically all of their different trucks. This one's got a trifold bed cover on the back also. We do not know the one on this one, but we can say they did a good job. And again, we've driven it, rides, drives, operates like it's supposed to. The last one of these we had, the customer wanted to lower it back to stock. That's no problem. If you did not want this up on the 37s, easily can lower it back to stock. The other nice thing is this one's not a rust bucket. A lot of these things come from northern areas and get cut up. This one is not a rust bucket. So great truck, clean body. Underneath they did a great job, of course, on the frame, which I'll get in the shop and do a video on that too, so you can see how they do the framework. Everybody does it differently. This one was done very, very well. Smoke lights, aftermarket bumpers. That's a little rundown on a 6-door and how they're built. You see them in long bed, you see them in short bed. We prefer the 6-door short bed. It's not much different in length than a 4-door long bed, so turning radius and parking's not bad. But this is really your only vehicle left in existence when built that you can carry 8 or 9 people, depending on the seating, and still tow and haul properly. So there's something to be said for that, because some families are large and they do need to pull a camper or a boat for family events, and that's why we love them, because you can pack the kids in, the kids always have friends, and you can actually get something accomplished. So this truck is a 6.7 Power Stroke turbo diesel, and mileage is 112,000 miles. No check engine lights, no trouble codes. The only thing we have to do to this truck now is just give it a good detail on the interior, and it's ready to roll to the new owner. So thank you guys for watching. It does have a really nice rear view camera system right there with a compass, GPS speedometer, because obviously the speedometer is going to be off due to the large tires, and aftermarket stereo right there. So again, thank you guys for watching. Davis Drives and Davis Auto Sales, Richmond, Virginia. Stay tuned if you like the 6-door content, because 6, 8, and 10 doors are kind of our thing. Stay tuned for more.